internet, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Hobonichi weeks flip through video. I'm going to be flipping through January and June, and it's mostly just to show you guys how I've been using the planner so far, and maybe you can get some inspiration from it, I don't know, but also I'd love to hear ideas because I feel like I've been using a lot of different planners this year, much more than I used to, but I haven't really been able to allocate a specific purpose for each planner. And that's something I really want to do for 2022 because this planner in particular, I intended it to be more of a on-the-go planner, but then I ended up not leaving the house very much because we are still currently in lockdown in Victoria, Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne, Victoria, Australia rather. And so I ended up using this more for like my business stuff or lifestyle or personal stuff. But I also have my bullet journal, which is mostly for content planning. So then I noticed there was an overlap, so then I'd stop using some and move, and it was just confusing. Like for me, I find it really confusing. I feel like if I could just focus one planner for like, say, just content planning and one for just my 9-to-5 job, it would make things a lot simpler. So that's what I'm aiming to do for next year, but you'll see there's a bit of overlap. So this is just a note Tobias left for me on my desk ages ago when he had to go to work early, and usually he'll put like a little bottle of Yakult on my desk because it reminds me to take my vitamins. But one day he left early and he forgot to do that, and I totally forgot to take my vitamins that day, so he left me this note on my desk the next day, and I just thought it was so sweet that I kept it in the front of my planner because I love it. So I haven't really found a purpose for this page yet. I've seen people use it for weight tracking or tracking certain statistics and stuff like that. I don't really track like subscriber count or follower count or anything like that. Like I don't care too much about that stuff. So I don't track it, and I'm not looking to lose any weight. So I still can't figure out what to use this page for. If you guys know of a good purpose, let me know. I would love to hear it. I use the similar view in my Hobonichi cousin for habit tracking because there's a lot more space, but there's not as much space for this one. So I'm going to flip to the October monthly view, and I'm not showing you the previous months just because I track a lot of personal stuff on there and I don't really want to be broadcasting it to the internet, so I'm not really sure how to share it yet. I'll figure it out, but basically I wanted to give you a bit of a view on how I use the planner. You can see it's kind of a mixture of like, this is my Etsy, like this is my sticker shop paydays, but this is my 9-to-5 paydays, and then this is a trip that I was planning to take to Cairns. It's probably not going to happen. We're still in lockdown. It's September right now and we are still well into lockdown. Queensland are not going to open up their borders, so I'm pretty sure this trip is cancelled. Cookies is a side gig that I do with a group of developers, and then there's Halloween. So it's like a real mix of different things, and you can see there's no real like focused purpose. I also like to track all my social media and YouTube posting, so I'll have little icons and stuff as well. So I think for next year I want to be a lot more focused with what I put down here. So if we go into the weeks view, so I'm just going to show you how I was using the planner before 2021 started. So this is still in November 2020. I wasn't using any sticker kits at the start, and I actually kind of miss it. I didn't fill that one out. I was still using my 2020 Hobonichi weeks at the time, so this is kind of like a transfer of a few items. But this is probably one of my favorite views where I had no stickers whatsoever, and I just kind of like drew little icons here and there just to make it a bit more interesting. But I am considering going back to this view for 2022. I'm not sure. I've actually bought 2 Hobonichi weeks planners for 2022 because you'll see that I really love using stickers like lightly on this planner. But I also love not using stickers, and I could see myself needing 2 Hobonichi weeks for different reasons, like especially when we go back into the office. I could definitely see it being used more as a work planner. But let me tell you, I've only been in the office like 5 times this year, so it's not actually been very much. And each of those times I didn't bring a planner, and I freaked out because I didn't realize how dependent I had become on my planners to track everything for work, and I use my cousin mostly for work, but it's also like I'll do a flip through in the future with it, but you'll see that it's got a lot of journaling, a lot of personal notes, my gratitudes in there, other personal to-dos. It's a hodgepodge of a lot of things, which I think the cousin, I'm comfortable it being a mixture of things, but I would really like to have a planner that is just work, so that when I physically have to go to the office or go out, I trust that I have something I can refer to, so I'm not going to forget everything, because that's what I was stressing about when I went to the office, is that I forgot everything I had to do. So this is a Happy Clouding kit. You'll notice that I pretty much only cycled between 4 stores for Hobonichi Weeks, because not many stores offer Hobonichi Week sticker kits. If you guys know of any good sticker shops that do offer it, please let me know, because I would love to check them out. I'm kind of tired cycling through the same shops, even though I do love these shops so much. But this is Happy Clouding, and I love having 4 checkboxes. It's exactly why I made it. To be fair, I made this more for me, and then I released it to the shop, which is what I do for most stickers. But here is the Coffee Monster Co. kit, and I love her kits, but I wish that they would be more than 3 bullet points, and then you've got like the little emoji head that takes up the whole row, and I'm like, it's space that I could be using. So that's the only downside of her sticker kits, but I do love how they look. And then this one is a Hello Petite paper. Again, it's only 3, which I find 3 not enough. Personally, I think 4 would be perfect for me, which is why when I use the paper, like when I use the non-sticker version, I could just do this, and it was so easy to use. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys prefer. I love using stickers, but I love the simplicity of not having stickers either. Plus, it's a lot cheaper. So you'll see that on moving forward, I tried to stretch out my sticker kits, so I used the same kit over 2 weeks, and that worked out really well for me. It meant that I could reduce the bulk on the planner, but it meant that sometimes I would just have to draw in my checkboxes instead, which is totally fine. This one is Pretty Co. I'll link the stores down below so you can check them out. I really love her store. The only issue is the shipping, because I live in Australia and she's in America, so I probably won't place another planner until maybe Black Friday. That's usually when I feel like I can justify it, because the discounts the stores offers outweigh the shipping cost, and so it works out better then. And so yeah, like it's a mixture of business stuff, personal stuff, and I have my grocery list here because it's lightweight enough to take to the grocery store when I do my runs. And sometimes I would also write down the stickers that I needed to work on for that week. This one is the Coffee Monster Co. for Lunar New Year. And then yeah, this one is a stretched from this one. Kind of skipped over. I think it's because this was Lunar New Year, so I wanted to use this kit for it. Otherwise it would kind of feel purposeless. But I really love this kit. It's so beautiful. Then Hello Petite paper. And more, it's the same one stretched across. And this is Happy Clouding. A little bit of Japanese for some reason. One thing I would have loved to do is translate all of these down below, but I just didn't have time to sit down and do that. Oh, plants to work on. I was getting really obsessed with, especially I think around this time we were starting to go into lockdown again, I was getting really obsessed with buying the right seeds and being prepared, because a lot of the vegetables and plants that we're growing this year, I actually sprouted indoors first, and then once they were of a certain height and I felt like they could survive outside, then I transferred them outside. So that's why I was like trying to plan out the seeds to buy. Although I've gotten into this habit where I really just love trying to extract seeds from the vegetables I buy in the supermarket. It's not only cost effective, it feels so rewarding as well. General to buy list. Yep, stickers to finish up. This is an Easter kit from Happy Clouding. And then this is a Hello Petite paper kit. I love the different grocery icons I get to use every week. And then this is I really love this rainbow kit. Lots of little onesies. This is from the Coffee Monster Co. Yes. I love the rainbow colors. It's so cute. This is a Delphinium kit from Happy Clouding. This is probably not my most favorite kit, but because the colors are much stronger than I'd like, but it's an older one. I might have to reformat it at some point. Violet's birthday, I feel so bad for Violet because her birthday has been celebrated in lockdown twice now, so we've not actually been able to celebrate it, and every time we book something, lockdown happens and we have to cancel it. So I mean, it could be way worse though. This is a Hello Petite paper kit. I love these particular checkboxes. I don't know if you can see them. I'll pull it up a little bit closer, but I love the way it looks. It's very nice. And then this is the Coffee Monster Go kit. However, it's actually a New Year's kit, so you can see the little banners here say 2021. So typically I probably should have used this at the start of the year, but I didn't, and I didn't want to waste it, and I thought the longer I leave it, the less the less meaningful it is. So I decided to use it for this week because it was Tobias's birthday, and so I thought it would be festive enough for it. I'm gonna pull it up. So I have this is actual outside of 9 to 5, but I have another contracting role. So I made notes here, and then personal, and then sticker shop. So it's a real hodgepodge of a lot of different to-dos, which I like and dislike, because my days is full of jumping from each one, different topics each day, but also it makes it really hard to focus and feel like I've accomplished something really good in, say, the sticker shop today or my personal life. So I'm really trying to think about how to improve that for next year. But I love that some days are to-dos, and then I really love these days which have no to-dos, but they're just really event tracking. So that's something I have considered for the week's planners as well, is if I could just change them to these. They're just kind of nice to flip through memory, but then they're not really helping me plan. And the whole point of using the weeks, for me personally, was it's not so much about memory keeping and it's more about planning. I guess the reason these days didn't have to-dos is because I was busy the whole time, and so I didn't really have time to do anything else except those key events. But I use my Whistle and Birch mostly for memory keeping, so I try to avoid doing too much memory keeping unless the day is too busy to do anything else. And that takes us to the end of June, and this is July now. So yeah, it's another day. See, I love these type of spreads. They're so nice to look. They're really nice to look at, but they're not very functional for me. I'm much more of I need to check a bunch of to-dos off. But occasionally when I have no oh, it's because we took a road trip. Yes, okay, that's different. Sorry, I totally forgot. I'm road trip to LE. Lakes Entrance. This was for Tobias's birthday to celebrate. So obviously I was on holiday for these 3 days, and I wasn't doing any work. So I was just documenting what I was doing. So that makes total sense. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this Hobonichi week's flip through. I hope it wasn't too boring. If you guys like the video, then I might do a July to December flip through at the end of the year. Hopefully that will be interesting too. I was just going to show you my notes pages. I don't really use my note pages that much. I used them a lot more last year when I was trying to hourly track things, but now I use my cousin for hourly tracking, so I don't need to use the notes for that anymore. But it's kind of just different random notes, which I wish I'd use this more because I think I'd find it more. I wish I used these more because I think it's actually pretty useful. So I've been trying to make my own bubble tea at home because I can't go out lockdown, and it's way cheaper, and I'm trying to find replacements for each of the ingredients and making sure I get the right measurements. Okay, and stuff for the house, and the rest is the pages are pretty blank. I haven't really used them for very much. And at the back, I keep the kits that I'm currently using. They're really, really useful for that. So yeah, that is everything in my Hobonichi weeks from January to June. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Celina reporting from my room. Back to you, internet.